All right. Happy team call. Last team call of 2023, which is insane. It is so crazy. But I have been really listening to Brendan Burchard and leaning into personal development. And a lot of what you hear is that it is really important, really important to finish something strong, finish the year strong to set you up for the momentum going forward in 2024. What you finish this year is what you carry into the new year. So if you have goals for this month and you don't hit them, you start the new year already not hitting goals. Do you know what I mean? And it's not to say that you can't turn the year around in January and start fresh, but what it is to say is it's very powerful for you to put your head down today, believe that you're capable of so much success because you really are, and then go get it so that you do start the new year already running with that I can do it, I believe I can mentality, because it's so powerful. And it's really the piece that we need to propel our businesses forward next year. So I had set an income goal to double my income for 2024 based on what I did in 2023. And I really want you guys to, sit down and really set an income goal for this business. And then what's really important is that reverse engineering component. So I had a one-on-one with Christina this week. She had and I'm sure she won't mind me sharing it. She had a very specific goal. She wants to take her family on spring break in March. And I said, okay, how much money do you need to take your family on spring break? And she said, I need $3,000 to take my family on spring break. Like, okay, we have 3 months to earn you $3,000. You could just say, I want to earn $3,000 in 3 months and let it go. And then hope, wish, whatever, look back in January and in March and see if it happened. Or you can take the approach that Christina and I sat down and took. And that was, we mapped out exactly how much commission you make on every single product in Body, how much in sales she needs to hit that $3,000 goal. I even told her to take it as far as if her map looked like, okay, 10 total solution packs in 3 months, then draw those bubbles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put the commission, $72 or whatever it is, in each of those boxes. And every time you make a sale between now and March 22nd or whatever the date is, color it in. And then go one step further than that and tell your audience. I challenged her to go on her social media and tell them that you want to take your family on spring break, that you need $3,000 to take your family on spring break, and walk them through the journey with you. Because when it happens, guess what happens to your business? People are like, oh, snap, look what she just did. I remember her saying in December that she was going to do this. And then I remember when she said she had hit the $500 mark, and then, oh, look, her family's now on this vacation that she completely worked her tail off for. If she can do it, I can do it too. So it's so much more than setting an income goal of saying, I'm going to double my income in 2024. But like, how? What are you going to do differently to actually hit those goals? So for Christina to hit those numbers, she actually had to take the time to sit down and figure out what it's going to take to get there. Now, granted, we have things like Team Cycle Bonus. We have things like that Diamond Bonus Pool, which we'll talk about that more in a minute. We have things like all these extra bonuses, right? Like those are there, and those are definitely real earning potential and should be counted in that $3,000 goal. So you can set aside some buffer knowing that you're pushing for those, but really the commissions are what you can control. Those are the big piece. So you can really set hard numbers based on those. And I told her to really make it specific on what she's selling, right? Like if she doesn't do the 3-day refresh, and doesn't have any interest in doing it, then I wouldn't put that on my commission list. Like, oh, I'm going to sell three-day refreshes, because it's just not going to convert. Where she talks heavily on recover. So I would not only have some total solution packs, but I'd have recover. And every time you sell even to a current client, that counts, that commission counts, right? And we can't let go of the people who are already at our table, because there's a lot of income potential with them as well. So I have a template already done up with the commissions, and it's really came from that paying for presence mentorship that we did. So it's got a breakdown of what it takes to earn $500. So if $500 is your goal and you want to set that goal for January, and like, all right, I'm going to earn $500 in January, this is how I can do it. And I really want you to think about, like, okay, Katie, if you want to double your income, how much did you make in 2023? Okay, double that. How much is that a month? How much is that a week? Let's get really, really specific on what that means. Now, I want to use that conversation to segue. The month of December really took me by storm, and maybe you can relate. I said yes to more things than I had capacity for, right? I ended up having to volunteer in my girls' school for an entire week that I did not have planned. But it was the only way that an event at our school was going to happen, was for me to just drop everything and be there for the week. So I did. My personal business struggled in December because I physically couldn't do it all. I couldn't manage my job and all the things at the school and my body business. I sucked. I really, really, really sucked. And I wasn't doing all the things every day like I wanted to. I woke up yesterday at Success Club 4. It is the 27th of the month. I have never been that low in Success Club in all my years in this business, because I've always hustled to Success Club first thing. This month was different. This month took me, right? It swept me. And I woke up yesterday, the 27th, and I was still at Success Club 4. But what I didn't do was give up. I didn't just count this month as a loss, like, oh, woe is me, right? I had a rough month. I decided the minute I got done with work on last Thursday was my last day, that I was going to devote my time to being a mom and to rocking this body business. And those two things can go hand in hand so easily, right? I still get up and do my mornings. Today we went on an entire family day, and I worked in the car. I sent 2 carts while we were out and about on our family outings, and I never took one moment away from my kids. I just ran these 2 in parallel. I put my head down starting last Friday. I really went hard on the 10 and play, right? I got my 10. I worked heavy on my follow-ups. That's really where I've been focusing. If you're pushing for Success Club, that's where the magic is at. It's not necessarily in the new connections. It's really, really in those follow-ups. And today am at Success Club 9, maybe more, because more people I have so many carts out right now, I can't keep up. I don't actually know how many are there. I don't know how much is commissions. Like, I don't know. I know I'm at Success Club 9. Yesterday was Success Club 4. There is hope and there is potential if you're willing to make that shift. Recognize your flaws, right? I lacked in my inviting. I lacked in my follow-ups. I lacked in my renewals, like reaching out to people with renewals. And I made the decision that I wasn't giving up. Like, I wasn't going to finish a month not hitting Success Club, because I don't have a reason to. There is no reason. There was absolutely no excuse that I couldn't make this happen, especially with this time off in my corporate job. That was really, really helpful for me to be able to make that happen. Now, if you're somebody who's still working, right, and you didn't get this extra time off and you still are going hard, then I really, really encourage you to lean into time blocking and find those pockets of time that you're going to work your business, because your business isn't going to work itself. And I think that December was really proof of that for me. For so long, this business felt easy and very natural, and it just kind of happened for me. And I don't say that to brag or to boast, but I just say that because it didn't take a lot of I didn't realize how much work I was doing in pockets of time until I didn't have those pockets of time. So when I say it felt easy, it wasn't easy in the fact that it just happened for me. It was easy in the fact that I was doing those pockets so consistently and so efficiently that it never even felt like work. I never really realized all the connecting and inviting that I was doing in small pockets of time until I sat at the school for an entire week and couldn't really use my phone, right? Then I started to really realize, like, holy smokes, those pockets are really powerful. So if you're someone who has a job like that, where you can't be on your phone, you can't work in pockets, the days just disappear, I really encourage you to set some business hours. That's where it really becomes important to give yourself that time, because this business doesn't take hours and hours. It just takes doing the work, like literally sit down and doing the work. You know, I said, I don't know, yesterday, today, all my January renewals. And I dropped that message in the chat pod of exactly what I sent all of them. What an easy way to re-engage people with this buy one, get one. So if you're unaware, if you're listening to the recording, we have so many promotions going on right now. We have the $40 off New Year's promo code, and we have the buy one, get one annual body. The annual body, that happens automatically. Nothing you have to do. It works for if they just purchase access or if they purchase a package, they're getting a free year. And then you also have your promo code, right? Your $40 off promo code. I am not advertising that $40 off promo code because, in my opinion, they're getting such a steal that I'm not cutting into my commissions with that $40 promo code unless it is, number one, somebody that I know absolutely needs it, or number two, I still can't get them to say yes, then maybe I'll pull that little nugget out of my back pocket. But I am not advertising it. I am not giving it to everybody. I am not just throwing it out there. I had somebody check out today who I sent her a message and said, like, oh my goodness, you can actually get 24 months of body and this and this. So I actually started with, if you just do on-demand body, it's $179. You're gonna get 12 months for $179. Or we can bundle it. We can get 24 months of body, 2 super blocks, a month of supplements of your choice, all for $199. She was like, oh, sign me up. How do I do it? Right? I didn't use that $40 off promo code. I used my $20 promo code. It was still only $20 more, but she saw the difference in value based on the way that I worded it. So I really want to encourage you to not devalue what we have to offer, because it's incredible, you guys. And that $40 off promo code isn't necessary, in my opinion, but it's there. It's there as a tool for your back pocket if you need help pushing someone across the line, right? They just need an extra nudge, or maybe it's your mom or your sister or your best friend, and you want to help them get started. I 100% would give my mom that promo code, right? Like, I'd be like, here's all the promo codes, because I'm not trying to make money off my mom, but I just want you to know that you don't have to use all of those. What we have to offer is worth every penny without those promo codes. They're just there to help you finish your goals in your business however you see fit. With that being said, I also am marketing it as a December promo for me. It's only for December because I want to create that timeline, that urgency, like commit for January. It's important right now. And then if I need to, promo extended for 1 week into January, like, I'm not throwing it out there right now that it's buy one, get one, $40 off, good till January 31st. People are gonna be like, oh, okay, cool. I'll get with you later, right? Like, I need now. I need those people who are ready to run and ready to hustle today. And those are the people who I want to help. And then I'll worry about January when we get to January. So that's how I'm doing all of that. That's how I'm working the promo codes. Shifting back to the income things, I mentioned the diamond bonus pool. So if you've not looked into that at all, I really want to encourage you to find a way to get yourself to diamond as soon as possible in the first quarter. I was really doing some research on it because I wanted to help you guys understand what it looks like. So in the past, there has been a diamond or a star diamond bonus pool. And what they did was take a 0.5% of the earnings of the quarter, just a 0.5%, and they would divide those amongst the different bonus pools, right? So all the 2-star diamonds would get, however many of them there were. So the number changes based on how many people are in there. The 2-star diamond pool was right around $800 every time I had earned it. This diamond bonus pool opens it up to more people because now diamond partners qualify. You don't have to be 2-star to qualify, but they're taking 2% of the bonus of the earnings of the quarter. Instead of a 0.5%, they're taking 2%, and then they're splitting it up. There is so much earning potential sitting there just for being a diamond partner. Plus, okay, so all right, I'm going to hit diamond because I want to earn this diamond bonus, cycle bonus, right? Or diamond bonus pool. Plus, you're going to earn 10% of all of the team cycle bonuses on your team. Those two earning potentials alone are worth running to diamond. Plus, you're going to earn a higher team cycle bonus for yourself. So I know that we've preached all year that we're not rushing for rank, we're pushing for income. That's where it's at. But I'm telling you now that that is income. You're not pushing to diamond because you want to be a diamond coach. You're pushing to diamond because that's the income. That's where it's at right now. That's the baseline of really tapping into what is there as far as earning potential. Because you're missing out on the diamond bonus pool, you're missing out on the 10% of your team's team cycle bonus, and you're missing out on $2 for every team cycle bonus you have. Those three things add up really, really, really quickly. So when you're mapping out your plans, I would find a way to hustle your little booty to diamond yesterday. And I don't want you to have a limiting belief like, so hard, I can't do it, it's not for me, I haven't done it yet, I can't do it. Because if you've watched Jamie's team this year, it is jam-packed with brand new coaches going from emerald to 2-star in 1 year, from diamond to 5-star in 1 year. It is not possible. They're just really hungry. And they're doing the work, and they're out there hustling, and they're out there grinding. We're not rank advancing because we're not that hungry. That's all there is to it. We don't want it bad enough. This team doesn't want it bad enough. So you've got to find a way, if you actually want to earn the income, if you want to do the things in 2024, if you want to finish the year different than you finished this year, you've got to find a way to get hungry. You've got to find a way to want more, to want it, to want the income. And whatever that means, whatever that's going to take for you, you've got to find something. You've got to find something worth getting out of bed, showing up and working for, sending a cart while you're at the Rainforest Cafe with your family, kind of hungry, right? Like that's where I'm at in my business. Is I'm going to do whatever it takes because I want to provide. I want so much money to provide whatever I want, however I want, whenever my kids want it, because we all deserve it. And that money is there. This business is there. People are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in this business, and they're loving their life. And it's there for us. This week has really made me start to evaluate, how long do I really want to do this corporate job thing, right? Because holy smokes, this week's been amazing. I'm home with my kids. I am crushing this business. I'm having so much fun doing both, and I'm not tied to anything. I'm not saying I'm trying to leave my corporate job today or anything like that, but this week's really made me realize that's there. It's a potential, and it is very, very in my near future if I wanted it to be. And I think it's scary to say for somebody who's worked really hard for a career to think you just would give it up. But the money is there. If that's the deciding factor, this is 100% of potential to go full time. If that's a goal of yours. If it's not, it doesn't need to be. Clearly, you're 5 years in this business and I'm not gone full time in this business. I don't think it has to be. You just have to find a way to get hungry. And we do as a team. Jamie set a goal for their team to be in the top 10, and they are ranked number 8, which is incredible. Incredible, especially if you follow Jamie the last year. She didn't even hit elite last year. So from a premier team to a ranked number 8 in the network team, it really shows you what's possible when you get hungry as a leader and you bring other people on that same journey. And I think that that's the part we're missing. We have done a really great job of building this core team that we have going. We have a lot of really great working partners who are crushing their own journeys, and they're showing up and they're doing the things. But are you bringing new people to your team? Because that's where this business starts to get stagnant and you don't really feel that income potential when it's just you running with you. When you can find other people who want to run this business with you, that's when your income grows, their income grows, your drive grows, because now you've got somebody that you're actually running with that's on your team. So I really, really, really want this team. When I say go get hungry, I want you to pivot and do things like Christina did. Set an income goal. Tell your audience, walk them through that journey, because I'm telling you right now, in March, when she hits that goal, people are going to start to notice. They're going to remember where she was talking about it. And especially if she just hammers it every day, every week for the next 12 weeks and talks about this vacation that she is literally going to bring to life for her family, that's powerful. And if you're too scared to do that, it's because you don't believe you can earn that kind of money. And that's where you got to start. You got to fix your mindset first. You have to believe whatever you can dream of is possible. If putting a timeline on it, $3,000 in 3 months, feels scary, then don't. But say you're taking your family on a vacation the minute you can earn the money to take your family on a vacation, right? Where is that vacation? Start talking about it. Start planning it. Start putting it together. Doesn't matter how long it takes, but when it actually happens, you can tell your audience, I told you I dreamed of this vacation that I wanted to take my family on. We did it. We made it happen, and we booked the vacation, right? I didn't know how long it would take me to pay off my house, but I took people on that journey from day one, and it was very exciting when we actually made it happen and paid off our mortgage, right? That's really, really exciting when you could take people with you on that journey. And I think I really want to encourage you guys to use all of the body promotions to capitalize the potential of this business. For example, maybe you're not going on the Success Club trip in March for whatever reason, right? Insert reason. Still talk about it. Still share about it. If you earned a spot, if you got an invite, if you whatever, and you just decided not to go, or maybe you didn't even get an invite, but you know it's there and that you're going to work for it next year. No matter your situation, insert your specific situation with the Success Club trip in March, talk about it, share about it. When I get there, talk about me being there and how you wish you were there, or how you're going to be there next year, because you want to show people what's possible for them. I am here to tell you, the minute you get to a live event, people start to notice. That's when people start to want to build the business, and those things are going to be really important. So we've got the Success Club trip in March. We've got Summit coming up in June, leadership coming up in October. Talk about those things. Get there. I'm also working on a diamond retreat for our team. I know that this can be a big star diamond team. and we deserve a huge trip and celebration retreat for that accomplishment. We need to get it on the calendar. We need to decide where we're going, and we need to start linking arms and dreaming big and getting really hungry for that trip and taking people on that journey. Like my upline just said, we're going to place XYZ in September and I'm going to earn my spot. I'm not there yet. I haven't, but I'm going. And hey, if you want to do it too, guess what? There's time for you to get started and earn this trip. Do you want to go to wherever with me in September? Here's how, right? So be on the lookout for that. Take advantage of all of these things that you have to talk about the business. And I really, really want you to step out of your comfort zone as we lead into the new year, talking more about the business, why you do this business, and what it's going to do for your family next year, because that's where your new people are going to come. That's where that income is really going to catapult. And that's where you're going to really get that hunger for more. So you're not going to finish next year wishing you would have worked a little bit harder, knowing you could have done a little bit more. That's not a fun feeling when you know you had so much more to give and you just didn't make this a priority. But what if you did? What if you did make this a priority? What if you did give it the time? And what if you did get really excited about what the potential is? I'm telling you guys, like there's so much good coming on the other side of a little bit of hard work and consistency. And this team has it. Whether you're on this call live or you're listening to the replay, this team has it. It's there. We are there. We have the most incredible core group. We just got to link arms and decide we're going to make it happen. So I'd love, as a team, I know there's only 4 of us on live. I'd love to set a goal for this team, what we can be ranked next year. Knowing Jamie went from where she went as a premier coach to number 8 in the network. Knowing that we are ranked number 376, I think, as of Friday. What do we think we can push for as a team next year? You guys got any ideas? Oh man, top 10, that's so scary.
Okay, but hear me out. Like Jamie just did it though.
She did.
And top 10 is like the kind of push that would bring like 6-figure incomes to multiple people on this team. And it would like inspire others to feel like they can also be top 10 the next year, like their own team. And I don't know. I feel like that's such a fun goal, but
it is fun. And I think it's doable. I really, really do think it's doable. I think we have so much potential here. And I think you're right. The minute you light that fire, like of where we could possibly go, it just goes from there.
Right. Well, just the fact that Jamie's team did it and like where she started from at the beginning or at the end of last year and how far she's come is just insane, but it's not that insane. These people just worked really hard and they were all like, they all decided to meet the goal together. And I think that that's where all that power went. Like everybody was just so excited and so hype and everybody just like worked together so hard for that common goal. And I think that there's so much for that. Like I think about whenever we were in 3-star quals, that was so fun, like working together towards that common goal, and just sounds like a blast. And I'm just so thrilled for Jamie and her team. Like what bad ASS is,
Oh, I agree. And I think that there is something to be said about linking arms and hitting a goal together. That's why I'd love to set some goals as a team. Like what can we do as a team? Who's pushing for diamond in first quarter? I guess that's where we'll start. Who's pushing for diamond in first quarter? Because that's going to tell us what diamond rank we can link arms and shoot for as a team. And then as we finish first quarter, maybe we can see where we're ranked and what's possible. If we can do that in first quarter, what can we do in the last 3 quarters, right? So let's start with that. I'll go in the chat pods. Any other last questions or comments before I stop the recording here? No. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in, everyone, whether you were here live or catching the replay. Honestly, even catching the replay, if you're still here, says a lot about your tenacity and your drive and will and want to be here, because you're taking time to listen to this recording, to be on these calls live. And that really says a lot about your character. And I'm so excited to stop being nice and stop being friendly and stop being the girlfriend at the table who's going to just nod and agree when things feel hard. It is time to like drop the excuses, find the fire, and actually do the work, because I know that it's there, and I know that we can do it. And I think my Success Club 4 to Success Club 9 in one day proved that that's possible if you can light the fire in your belly and stop the excuses. Like stop. I had to drop them. I had to get over it, and I had to decide that I was going to make it happen. And I know that everyone on this team can do that too. You just have to find the fire. So thank you for being on. I will see you all in the chat pods. Have an amazing night.
Okay.